This is COLAC Central Reserve, where the best COLAC district football teams come to do battle in football finals. Only two will grace this stage on the final day of the COLAC district football season, and only one will take away the Premiership Cup. This is finals footy, and this is a COLAC Herald Sports Smash.
Welcome to the COLAC Herald Sports Match. That's right, we're here at Central Reserve, the home of COLAC District Football League finals, and obviously the COLAC Tigers as well. Fantastic intro there, Lock.
Thanks. I spent all night writing it.
It's great stuff. So we'll stop mucking around now. We'll get straight into the CDFL senior football action, kicking off with the qualifying final here on Saturday between Lorne and Birregurra, where Lorne claimed a thrilling victory there. It was the second time that less than a goal separated these two teams, Lorne and Birregurra, in a month. The Dolphins held on 7-10-52 to 7-7-49 at Central Reserve, so they'll advance to next week's second semi-final against Ladaleta Forest. For Lorne, Ryan Evans kicked 4 goals in a best on ground performance, while Harley Davies and Bo Tricky, a couple of defenders there for the Dolphins, were also among the best players. For Birregurra, Christian Kelly kicked 2 goals for the Saints, and the reigning Jack Money medalist Cam Wright and James Rowan were the Saints' best. The elimination final here at Western Oval on Sunday was between South COLAC and Simpson, where South COLAC held on also by less than a goal separating these teams, 13-8-86 to 12-9-81 at Western Oval. As I said, Ben Cox kicked 6 goals to lead the Roos there into the win, while the best players for the Roos were Callan Izzo for his job keeping Nick Harding, the league leading goal kicker, to 3 goals, while Jake O'Dwyer was also influential for the Roos despite getting sent off in the 4th quarter.
Ooh, bit of swearing. For
Simpson, Corey Bolsh, the ruckman, was the Tigers' best in their final game for the season. Obviously, their finals dreams are over for the season, while Jono Jennings was also influential up forward. So, as I said before, Birregurra will face South COLAC in their first semi-final this weekend. A bit of a grand final rematch there, Lock, so that's going to be an absolute cracker this weekend on Sunday, while Lorne will face minor Premier Forest in the second semi-final for a spot in the grand final. In the reserves, now the qualifying final on Saturday at Central Reserve, where we are right now. Tony Walker led Illawarra back over Forest 12-9-81 to 7-7-49. And in the elimination final, Stephen Montano led Birregurra over Simpson 9-9-63 to 6-8-44 at Western Oval yesterday. So Birregurra's final hopes remain alive in the reserves football. They'll take on Forest in the first semi-final on Sunday, while Illawarra back will face Ladaleta South COLAC in the second semi-final right here on Saturday. In the under-17 grade, the qualifying final, Nick Evans led COLAC Imperials over, helped COLAC Imperials over Otway District 6-8-44 to 5-6-36 at Central Reserve. While in the elimination final, Alvey, which was boosted by a fair few senior players coming back,
young players there,
defeated Simpson 14-5-89 to 4-7-31. So Simpson's finals hopes over in another grade. Next week, Otway District will take on Alvey in the first semi-final on Sunday, while Birregurra and COLAC Imperials will face off for a spot in the under-17.5 grand final right here at Central Reserve on Saturday. In the under-14.5 grade now, the qualifying final, Jack Hammond, the son of South COLAC senior coach Stephen Trunk Hammond, led South COLAC to defeat COLAC Imperials, who actually finished second this season, 3-6. 24 to 2-10-22, so a low scoring affair in the under-14s on Saturday here at Central Reserve. While in the elimination final, Lockie Theodore led Illawarra back to defeat Simpson in a 2-point thriller at Western Oval yesterday, 4-2-26 to 3-6-24 at Western Oval. So next week, Illawarra back and COLAC Imperials will face off in the first semi-final. Their finals hopes on the line, while South COLAC and Ladaleta Birregurra will face off for a spot in the under-14.5 grand final. Now, Birregurra have won the past 2 under-14 flags, so let's see if they can make it 3. They're definitely in strong shape at the moment. So that wraps things up for the CDFL football finals now. So we're going to head straight into the GFL, where the news isn't so good for the COLAC Tigers. It's pretty bad, actually. The Tigers' finals hopes pretty much hanging by a thread at the moment. They are outside of the 5. They were hoping that this weekend a win against Leopold could have pushed them into the 5, but a loss, unfortunately, has them in 7th place. 1 win outside the 5, and looking a very slim chance to actually sneak in this weekend's final round. At the weekend, though, Leopold defeated COLAC 18-6, 114 to 11, 1985 at Leopold Memorial Reserve. For the Tigers, Dan Casey, Jake Carmody and Kane Learson all kicked 2, while Kane Learson was the Tigers' best. For Leopold, though, Jason Tom kicked 5 goals, while a pretty familiar name, Nathan Van Summeren, the Mohawk man, the former Simpson Tiger, kicked 2 goals for Leopold. Leopold. Lee Thompson was Leopold's best. So it looks like Leopold has secured their spot in the 5, but yeah, we'll see what this weekend's final Geelong Football League round has in store for us. Lock, bit of netball news.
Thank you. Yeah, let's get stuck into the CDFLNA finals now. Just as the clean-up crews here, Ben, at Central Reserve start to get about their work, doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. Anyway, here we go. The A grade. Now I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'll go through the elimination finals and then I'll go through the qualifying finals from Saturday. So on Sunday, Illawarra Biak in A grade ended the Western Eagles season. It was a super game. I was there. Very physical clash in rain, out of rain. It was just a really good contest. The Bombers got the points 40-34. They move on to play Simpson, who lost on Saturday. I'll talk about that result a little bit later on. Casey Johnson had 28 goals. Jenny Fish, the veteran, was excellent with 18 goals. Danielle Bowen, 16 goals for the Eagles as well. Taylor Learson had 10 goals for Illawarra Biak. Really important after coming on in the second quarter. The best for Illawarra Biak was Chelsea Hillman and the best for the Eagles was Caroline Sexton. Now, I'll just go over the B grade games for the elimination finals. COLAC Imperials took on Otway Districts in B grade. They won 42-34. Bridget O'Sullivan had 30 goals in that game. In C grade, Otway Districts took on South COLAC. Otway Districts got the points in this one, so they've got a team through. They won 45-24 and Lani Con shot 27 goals. In the 17 and unders, Otway Districts, again, they took on Elby. They had a good day. 2 out of 3 final wins on the Sunday. 27-24 was the final score to the Demons over the Swans. In 15 and under, Lorne took on Elby, and Lorne won 38-24. To 24 rather, and in 13 and under, Illawarra Biak took on Elby. They kept their season alive with a 34-25 win over the Swans. Now let's go into the Saturday action. That was here at COLAC's Central Reserve, and South COLAC took on Simpson in the A grade. That was 2 versus 3. South COLAC progressed. It was a bit of a, not a surprising result, but, you know, it was expected to be a close game. It wasn't really. South COLAC won 47-39. So Simpson have a bit of work to do. They play the Bombers in next week's first semi-final, and it's going to be a huge match, that one. Sarah Bark, 27 goals. She was great. Tegan McNamara, 20 for South COLAC. Simpson, Jessie Hawkins and Caitlin McVilly. Hawkins had 24 goals and McVilly had 15. Tegan McNamara was the best for South COLAC and Paige Mason was the best for Simpson. So that A-grade final series really heating up. Of course, South COLAC goes on to take top-placed COLAC Imperials next week. Who can beat Rebecca Scott and the Imperials? That is the question of this final series. We'll find out next week anyway. In the other qualifying finals action, South COLAC took on Illawarra Biak. The Roos got the points 35-30. In C grade, Simpson took on Western Eagles. They won 36-22. In 17 and under action, just while I turn my page, COLAC Imperials took on Simpson and they won 29-19. So Simpson play Otway Districts for the right to play in that grand final. In that preliminary final. Illawarra Biak took on Western Eagles in 15 and under. They won 31-22. And in the final game, COLAC Imperials took on Lorne and they won 31-25. Now in GFL action, Leopold took on COLAC. They got the win there, 49-36. Talia Jeffries had a great game in defence. She got the best on court votes, and Courtney Coulahan, she scored 27 goals to take the lead in the GFL netball A-grade scoring. So, bit of a tough loss there for the Tigers. They had 3 on the trot, but Leopold's a very good side, so there's no shame in that. Let's go on to our favourite part of the show now. It is the COLAC Herald Sportsman of the Week, our final Sportsman of the Week. Who is it, Ben?
Look, I thought maybe we'd try something different. I thought usually it goes to a midfielder or a forward in the football, but I thought we might give it to a defender this week. Kayleen is out from South COLAC now. A lot of people said that yesterday's elimination final between South COLAC and Simpson was going to be decided by how many goals Nick Whopper-Harding kicked, the league-leading goal kicker, and to restrict him to 2 goals for the game and 1 after pretty much on the siren. So he finished with 3 for the game. I think it deserves this award for Kayleen. So well done to the South COLAC defender. Kayleen is out.
Super stuff. You did pick that as your match-up. It was a very important part in determining that game. Now, we've got a little bit of footage to finish the show for you. Our man Ben Martin here, he was in the South COLAC rooms when they got the win against Simpson, and he took a little bit of footage of their song. So we'll finish with that footage, and we'll see you next week. Enjoying finals from Ben and I. See you later.
See ya.